Well, let me begin by thanking the International Women's Health Coalition for giving me this very special award. I'm deeply humbled to receive it from such an outstanding organization, which in many aspects speaks to my heart because of one, it cares for women's rights, and it cares for one of the areas in which inequality, and let me say even the negligence of the world towards human beings who happen to be women, it's so striking. It's in health. But talking of human rights, it strikes me that 60 years after the adoption of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights, women's rights are still being questioned. They have not become a core business, if you like, of everyone in different levels. Whether you are politicians, whether you are a business person, whether you are academic, whether you are a civil society leader, it's like our rights as women are of a second category. Because we as women, we are also a second category of human beings. I fail to comprehend. But the reality speaks for itself. You know, governments will debate very long to decide whether women should be elected to higher positions of power. Governments believe that women can wait. Even if women are dying, it's like, oh, okay, they can continue to die for some time because money is not available. There is a risk that women may have to pay even a higher price now of this financial crisis, in the economic crisis. So it should be seen as an opportunity to, if we are to revisit our priorities, how do we bring women's health to the top of priorities? Because tackling that, we tackle the fundamental issue of inequality and of inequity. Every one of us can make a difference. Because many times when we discuss human rights, people will think, oh, governments have to do. Oh, institutions have to do. That is true. They have responsibilities. But in terms of attitudes, in terms of the culture of how we understand the value of the life of a woman, that has to come to every one of us. Every man has a mother, and many men will have wives, they will have daughters, and they will have sisters. If every man would look into the eyes of his mother and say, this mother of mine, I can see her in the millions of women who across the world are being humiliated. They are being affronted in their dignity. If a man who is a father can look into the eyes of his own daughter and what he will desire as the best for his daughter, and then to take that and say, every girl in the world is like my daughter. I wish her what I wish for my daughter. It's individual sort of empathy which is needed. So everyone can make a difference. There are those social networks in which we are involved. Even if you don't sit in a parliament, if you don't sit in a government, you don't sit in any UN body, in those networks within your circle of life, you can make a difference.